Graham, I guess the first question is, what's the latest stay on the squad?
All good, all positive. We've obviously had a game Tuesday night, so we come in Wednesday morning, we give them Thursday off, and back at it this morning. So all positive, all good. I think their mindset is in a good place, and like we've seen all season, their performances have been in a good place as well. So their work rate, their attitude, their commitment doesn't change week in, week out. They're that type of group, that type of lads. So yeah, I would say they're in a good place, really, to be fair. We'd obviously be liking to be winning things and be top of this and top of that and achieving this and achieving that, but under the circumstances, yeah, we're all in a really good place.
Numbers wise, is there anyone you've got back?
Well, obviously we've seen the other night with James Clark and Seb, who we managed to give 20 minutes to, so they've come back into the squad, so they can't contribute the same way the rest of the lads can, so we'll have to give them some minutes on the run week by week. It's not a case of just being able to chuck them straight back in. So yeah, they'll come back into the squad. They'll join us. They'll travel with us to Mansfield, and we'll hopefully be able to get them some game time, some minutes under the belt over the next couple of weeks.
Kevin Ray, is he part of your thinking for this weekend?
He'd be part of me thinking. Whether he's fit or whether he's available, I don't know as of yet. We'll find out in the next half an hour when we have our roll call on a Friday morning. If he's fit, if he's available, he'll be in the squad. Yeah.
You mentioned last time that you perhaps weren't that happy with the way he conducted himself. Have you had that chat with him?
Yeah. That was last week. I've covered that. That was last week. That's done. He's learned his lesson.
Okay. Fine. In terms of your league form, Graham, you've only lost one out of the last 4. So even though these have been tough times, you're not an easy team to beat.
Yeah. We work hard. We're competitive. We give our all, and as we've seen last Saturday, you probably needed to make subs really 70, 75, 80 minutes, but we couldn't. We were unable to. And I applauded the lads after, because they left everything on the pitch for us, and that's just the way they are, and that's the make up of the change room. That's their honesty and the way they go and they apply themselves for the football club. And yeah, like I said after the game, and I don't use the word too often, but I'm really proud of them, and I enjoy working with them. I love working with them every day of the week. Even we all want to win. We want to win every game, and even when you don't win and you come in, the lads, their enthusiasm lifts you, their work ethic lifts you. The principles, their values as people. They're not just decent players, they're really decent human beings, and they lift us, they pick us up every day of the week, to be quite honest, with the sessions and the way they are around about the place. They take great pride in what they do, and look, we can all be better at what we do. We can all be better in our everyday life and our everyday jobs and all that, and football players are no different. But let me tell you, they've got hearts of lions. They're great lads to work with. They're brilliant guys, and they care. They're passionate about their jobs. They're passionate about their career, and they care. And I think we've seen that over the last few weeks. And if they didn't, we wouldn't be digging out the results we are. And hopefully, over the coming weeks, we can get a couple of players back. Going into January, we can get maybe 1 or 2 in, and hopefully we can maybe collect more points along the way and further progression in the cup.
Yeah, you mentioned about January. Have you been given any sort of signals from above that you will be able to bring players in?
From above, would that be divine intervention?
Maybe not that far.
From the big man above.
Maybe not that far above.
No, I deal with the here and now, and as you probably know me since I come through the front door, I look to the next game. We don't look too far ahead. We will have players that we would like to sit down and speak to. I spoke to 1 or 2 last night. I was at a game last night here, the Welsh under 21s, and spoke to 1 or 2 lads. And there's a lot of good players out there, but the players have to be right. They have to fit into our ethos. They have to fit into our change room. Obviously, then again, you talk about, will clubs let them go? Are they available? There's all sorts of scenarios available. So yeah, we do have a couple of players that we've got in mind, and we'd like to speak to or sit down with regarding January. But like I said, and I said this last year, I don't envisage loads and loads of players coming through the front door. I don't think we need that. I think we've got good numbers, but at this moment in time, we've got to hit a little bit of a, would you say, buffers. I won't use the word crisis. We've hit a little bit of an injury patch that is not healthy. So yeah, we'd like to bring in 1 or 2 in January, as would every club. So whether we can or we can't, who knows? But like I say, and I've said this last year, and I say it constantly, I'm really, really happy with the group of lads we've got, and we will get everything out of them. I know that. I know they'll give us everything, because that's the type of players they are. But yeah, we'll all want to strengthen in January. I don't think we'll be the only club in the league. I think everybody will want to.
Yeah. And just finally on Mansfield, I mean, right now it's probably about as tough a challenge as you can get in the league. It's unbeaten, one of the few unbeaten teams in the whole football league. How do you measure the size of this task?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's one of those. But look, tasks and challenges are there to be met. And this group, like I say, the strength, the togetherness. This group is one that will look forward to tasks like that. Mansfield, no doubt, will be one of the 3. In my opinion, they'll be one of the 3 at the end of the season. I think Nigel's done a great job. They've been trying for a few years, and this might just be their year. We had 2 really, really good battles with them last year. It's their intensity, and they've got men, they've got experience. A really tough team, and they've got some players that played championship football recently as well, so that will show you the strength. They've got strength in depth, so it's going to be a huge challenge. Yeah, it's going to be a huge challenge, but look, you've seen what our lads are like, you've seen what our group of lads are like. If you put a challenge in front of them, they'll do their best, they'll try their best to conquer that challenge. But it is going to be huge, it is going to be massive, it is going to be tough. So listen, we'll have to be at our best. We'll have to be at our best to get anything out of Mansfield.
Does some of that fighting spirit come from you, Graham?
I don't know. I think, listen, it's in there. You can't put in what God left out. So I would say the lads have probably got it in there. They just don't know how to find it at times. But yeah, I'd say we're good together. And look, it's one of those. It's if it is brilliant, if it's not, no. But I would say you can't put in what God left out. I think that's in there, and anyway, in the majority of the players, I think majority of the players have that deep down, and it's just about digging deep. It's just about going down to the pit of the stomach and rolling the sleeves up. But listen, I love working with them, as I keep saying, and I'm like a broken down record. I'm proud of them as well, and their efforts that they give them, because it hasn't been easy. We've asked an awful lot of these lads. We brought 2 young kids in, left wing back and right wing back, and they've been asked to play every minute of the games over the last couple of weeks, and something they've never done before in their career. You know, Saturday, Tuesday is a big ask for young lads. We've got 2 17-year-old kids on the bench as well, coming through, and working with them lads as well. You know, we've taken young Caban in as well, 18-year-old Ollie Thomas. You know, even Seb. The young lads and the lessons that they're learning here, and the game time that they're getting, and the experience that they're getting is invaluable for them going forward in their career. And I have to compliment the older lads as well, who push them and who guide them, and who make sure they're spot on every day of the week. And it's a real good group. It's a real good group, and I think we deserve a little bit more than what we've got points wise, and we deserve a little bit more luck than what we've got, and we deserve probably better decisions, better treatment than we're getting at this moment in time. So, but look, that's the old-fashioned Newport County way. The world is against us, and we roll our sleeves up and we'll fight through it.
Finally for me, on a more light-hearted note, I was here this morning Nigel Clough having a bit of a moan about player celebrations, thinking they're all a bit over the top, and perhaps they even sort of tire players out after their celebrations. Have you ever warned any of your players, about not taking their shirts off or over-celebrating?
No, I've no time for this. When they score a goal against us and all that nonsense, go and enjoy it. Go and enjoy it. You're human beings. Go and enjoy it. And that little bit of passion at times is good for the game. It's healthy. No, I've not. No, I've not read it, to be honest. But look, Nigel was a top goal scorer in his day himself. So if anybody knows about scoring goals, he would know. So I'll always heed Nigel's advice, because he's a good lad. He's an experienced man, and not only on the pitch as a player, but off as a manager as well. So who am I to argue with him?
Did you have a celebration?
I did. I had a few celebrations. I think I had 43 celebrations throughout my career.
Did you have a trademark one?
No, just put the ball man and the whole lot in the back of the net. That was my celebration.
And then just scream for joy?
I don't know. I can't even remember, to be honest. It was that long ago. But I was okay. I could score a goal off a set piece, to be fair. But I can't remember any specific celebration or anything that I would. I certainly wouldn't have been taking my top off, that's for sure.
Thank God for that. Thank you, Graham.
Yeah, you'll be doing the full Mourinho if you want it at Field Mill tomorrow late on. But no, it's Mansfield. They can do things different ways, can't they? Because you've got big lads, Aidan Flint and things, but they've got tricky players as well, and they're a well-balanced side, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're an experienced team. The system seems to suit the players, and as Nigel would probably, you get your best players into your system. So he's gone with a system. He's gone with players, a group of players, and they're mobile, they're big, they're strong, they're intense. They're tidy with the ball. They can fight. They can scrap, and that's probably why they're up there. They're not bad at all sides of the game. So that's probably why they're up there, and that's probably why they're not only mine, but I would suggest a lot of others' favourites to make the top three and to be promoted this year. So yeah, they're a real good outfit. He's put together a real good squad. He's put that together over a 2 or 3 year period. So you would probably expect that from him. And he knows his way around. He knows his way around the division as well. So yeah, they've got a good mix. They've got a good blend, and yeah, you will. I'm more than sure they will be thereabouts at the end of the season. Certainly in the top three.
But this seems like mission impossible, because it's like they're 16 unbeaten, but 8 teams have got something from them. So it's not like you go in there and thinking, oh.
Well, we went there last year and we picked up a 0-0 draw. We got a clean sheet, probably a game that we should have won. They went down to 10 men. So look, you just never know. You need a lot of luck. You need your goalie to play well. You need your team to play well. You need a couple of decisions to go your way. You need Mansfield to be slightly off it. So there's a lot of elements that can help you. But look, we're all I can ask is their group to be competitive, to go up, give it a go, roll their sleeves up, and give it all they've got. And if a couple of those elements fall in their favour, well, then you just never know. It's a massive task, but it's like there's no task that's impossible. So and we wouldn't be getting on the bus and going up the road if we didn't believe in ourselves and we didn't think we could maybe achieve something or take something back with us.
It's one to be relished as well. I think they're going to have a big crowd in, and so it's just all. Yeah, it's one for players to enjoy, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. I think that you've used that word enjoy. Enjoyment, spot on. Go and enjoy it. Go and compete against the big boys of the division. Go and compete against the players that have played championship football last year and what have you. So yeah, go and compete against the best and benchmark. If you want to be the best, you've got to benchmark against the best in the division, and they're certainly one of the better teams in the division. So yeah, you'd be benchmarking your own performance. You'd be benchmarking your team's performance against probably the one of the top 3 teams in the league.
You've got Seb and obviously James back. Who's sort of next? Maybe is it Harry and are they the ones that you might just see next on the horizon? Hopefully
Caban will be if he's not available this week, he'll be available next week. Hopefully himself. Ollie Thomas obviously will. He came off injured at half time the other night. He had a bit of a spasm. You've got Aaron Wildig, so hopefully we'll have 1 or 2 of those 3 available to us in the next week. If all 3 come true and they're available for the next week, that would be brilliant. Yes, Harry Chazzy might follow, might be slightly after that, probably first week in December. And then you're probably looking at mid-December, you're probably looking at Adam Lewis and Kyle Jameson. So yeah, look, it's a long way to go. But then again, our problem will be, as you've seen with James Clark and Seb, and as you've seen with Declan, is getting the minutes, the match minutes, getting the game time. We'll have to give it to them on the run. We'll have to give it to them on a Saturday afternoon between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, which is always difficult. It's a difficult manage. So yeah, there's risks involved in everything. But unfortunately, that's the only place that they're going to get that much minutes is on a Saturday afternoon.
Better to have them on the run than have 12 players anyway.
Yeah. But like I say, it's been an invaluable experience for Alfie Young and Nelson Sankey. Jesus, 17-year-olds. They've only just gone 17 as well, to be on the bench with the first team, to be training with the first team every day of the week. So I don't tend to look at the injuries too much, because that puts you in a bad humour, puts you in a bad frame of mind. So I tend to look at the ones that are fit. And if we didn't have the injuries, these lads wouldn't have got them opportunities. So there's always a positive out of a negative.